everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over Paul Weller's 2020 release, On Sunset. A fantastic album. But before we get into that, somebody asked me if my videos were scripted, and they're not scripted at all. I have my notes which are behind you, but my memory is awful, and I've just got done listening to this album, hence I've made notes, otherwise they're one in one ear and out the other. Unless it's an album I absolutely love, it's hard for me to remember certain things. And I know somebody, sorry, I can't remember his name, this was months ago. Somebody asked for a review of this album, and the year has just been nuts, and I've bought so many other albums after this. It's just absolutely crazy. The original video for this, when I picked it up, was in June, I think, because I walked through the Bristol Harbour. Just absolutely crazy. So let's get straight into it. So I love the visuals of this album. It's very Miami 5-0 or Miami Vice, or just, he's obviously in Miami in the pictures, and I love this pinky purple, and the On Sunset is sort of like 3D. I haven't got any 3D glasses, but maybe if you do, that might look cool. Look nice to you. Is it inverted? It looks... Why? I've never noticed that before. Huh. Hopefully when I play this back it's not inverted, otherwise I'll have some editing to do. Anyway, I love the gatefold with the... There's a picture of... He's always been I love his long hair. He's a really, really nice bloke as well, Paul Weller. I haven't played with him. I mean, I watched him on stage with Noel Gallagher. He opened for a Noel Gallagher concert and I was there, and it was so magical. I know I've gone off topic, but I watched on stage Noel Gallagher and Paul Weller together singing the Beatles' All You Need Is Love. And that was sort of like the closing song to their set, and it was such one of the best nights in my life. Obviously I love Noel Gallagher, right up in most of Noel Gallagher's stuff, and I love Paul Weller, and those two together, the banter and everything, it was just perfect. So anyway, I love the dude. But yeah, we'll talk about this more because of the music, but I get crazy like Vice City, that's kind of Miami with all the flashy lights and the beaches, and so this sleeve is empty because the record's still on the player, but again, you've got that beautiful sun-kissed vista. Some more lovely pictures of the man, and this car. What is it? It's a Pontiac. My favorite. So I'm a huge car nerd. My favorite car is a Jensen Interceptor, which you might have to be British. It's an old British car, and in my mind, it's the most beautiful car ever made. But if I had to go for an American classic car, I'd have a Pontiac Firebird. Oh. Yes, please. I believe that's Knight Rider. I might be wrong. Again, the sunset, beautiful. The other sleeve. So I'm just setting more of the same pictures, and then we've got a lovely picture of the Pontiac. That is just... Oh, I love a good Pontiac or a good Dodge. Oh, classic American muscle cars are one of life's greatest things. Show this. I was going to say sleeve. Show you the label on the Polvador record label. Cool. So let's talk about the music, because it really is something. So with the music on this album, I get the same, sort of like Miami 5-0, driving through Miami with those beautiful beaches. It's a very what's the word? Road trip. It's a road trip album. I could drive from Miami to New Orleans, which I know is like a day's worth, maybe 2 days worth of driving, but it's just that kind of, open top. Well, so that one, no, that one. That kind of, the visuals, the looks really speak with the songs, and that's all on the floor. It's just perfect. So the album starts with Mirror Ball, which has these amazing layered synths, and the guitar, the way Paul Weller's production manages to get all these different sounds and styles that sort of mix together perfectly, and it really comes through on this opening track, and I absolutely love it. Baptized is a very, it's not Christian rock, but it's lots of Christian themes mixed throughout the lyrics of the song. I'm reading my notes. No, I'm not. And I swear there's a bit of organ in there, and it's just perfect. It's absolutely brilliant. Old Father Time, is that how you pronounce it? Is an amazing song. The vocals across the whole album are superb. He has, obviously he's a lot older now, but his vocals still hold true. It really bothers me when people complain about vocals. Unfortunately, Paul McCartney, who has an album coming out on Friday, I think it's this Friday, people are complaining about his vocals, and I'm like, he's been making music for 50 years, give him a break. Anyway, off topic. More has some fucking fantastic lyrics to it. The more you get, the more you lose. Absolutely love. Paul Weller's always been an amazing lyricist, and it's a superb song. On Sunset, the title track, again, it's just, for me, the instrumentals across this whole album are just perfect. That road trip sort of vibe, where you've got the strings, the synths, the piano. A lot of times on this album, the piano mixes perfectly with the guitar and the drums. It's so well done. He's a production mastermind. Equanimity. I can't say it. Equanimity. That one there is a fantastic song. Walking is amazing. Earthbeat, Earthbeat is probably my favourite song on the album. And then Rockets, the closing track, is a very orchestral song. Very low down. What's the word? I don't know what the word is. It's very calm and, just calm compared to the rest of the album. But it's still fantastic. And it's a great closing track to what is a really good, I keep calling it a road trip album because that's the vibes I get, I've never actually listened to this while driving, but I probably should. Again, just the production for me and the way that all these different instruments and sounds and styles can come together so well, and the way Paul Weller presents it is just perfect. And Paul Weller's always been one who can mix all different kinds of styles together. Look at the Jam's final album, The Gift, and The Style Council, which is amazing. His first solo album in 1992, I want to say, is great too. I've said it before in a video that I think The Jam and Paul Weller are incredibly underrated. I stand by that. They are incredibly underrated. And like today's, people my age who are getting into older music tend to sleep on The Jam or miss them. Not everyone, but I grew up on The Jam and the Specials and the Police and, sort of ska and that kind of rock music, because that's my dad's favourite kind of stuff. The Jam is my dad's favourite band. So I used to work for my dad, and, we'd drive around in the van together, and he would always be playing that kind of music. And I had grown up on it anyway, but having so much time with him and that music, it really grew on me. I absolutely love it. So, in conclusion, someone was really agitated with me because they were like, why do you say that every time? It's getting so annoying. It's just like, when I skip through the video when I'm editing, and then I hear that, and I know that's when I need to cut. That's why I always say the sort of same things. It's sort of like, it's not how a TV show works, but I'm trying to segment it like a TV show, because once I've finished the segment, I can stop, take a break, I have a bottle of water to keep my voice in check, and it's just amazing. So, this album's amazing, not me drinking water. This is a 7 out of 10 for me. It's just really chill. I wasn't laid in bed, but I reckon you could lie in bed and just stick this on and have a nice relaxing, it's just, you could vibe and chill to it. because it's a double album and you have to change the side over, you change the side over twice, you know, I don't tend to lie in bed and listen to double albums because you have to keep getting up. That's the only downside to listening to records. Anyway, yeah, I would definitely recommend you check this out because it's brilliant. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Take care, everyone.